Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I'm doing the last of my first impressions on my 3 palettes that I got from Kaleidos Makeup. This is the Futurism II Cyber Bronze palette. So in this video, I'm going to show you swatches, I'm going to show you what the palette looks like, and I'm also going to do a look using this palette and let you know some first impression thoughts on this palette. So this is what the packaging looks like on this one. So in keeping with the theme of the Futurism collection, this one is a beautiful little 6-pan palette with this really pretty mineral stone kind of texture on the palette with some metallic lining on it. And then when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. So it's got this little slip. Then we have the 6 colors in there. So starting off, I might do some swatches. So first of all, we have Quantum. Just like a pinky bronze color. Then we have Infrared, which is a beautiful bright red. Let me swatch that again. My watch like rubbed half of that off. That's a terrible swatch, but anyway. Then we have Plasma and Droid. Y2K and Carbon. So as the name suggests, it's a very bronzy palette, this one. I'm going to start off by priming my lids as per usual while I try and think about what I'm going to do with my makeup today. I'm excited about this palette, but I'm not. The colour scheme isn't really anything unusual compared to the other 2 palettes, which I was so excited about. Like just the pinks and the blues drew me to those 2 palettes, and the greens, like it was different to what I have in my collection, whereas this is a bit like I kind of already have all these colors in my collection. But I am excited to work with this palette because it doesn't have a black in it. The other 2 palettes have a black in each of them. One of them has a black shimmer and one of them has a matte black, and they weren't the best colors to work with, so I'm excited to play with these without the black. Okay, now I'm going to lay this down, but I think further down the track I might run some glitter glue over my lid and see how that works with the shimmers. In the meantime though, I'm going to set all of this because yesterday when I was working with the mattes, I didn't 100% enjoy working with the mattes with the sticky base. So I'm going to set all of that primer with just some face powder. Just trying to decide what to do. Okay, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I'm going to grab that color Droid and run it through my crease. I still have no idea what I'm going to do, but at least this will start something. I'm gonna blend that up towards my brow bone. And these mattes, they're just so much easier to blend when they don't have the sticky base underneath, which is a really obvious statement to make. But they just like they blend like a dream when they have a dry base underneath. They're so much easier to work with. I'm gonna pop one of these browns on the corner, but I'm not sure which one. I'm trying to think of a not so obvious way to work with these. I can't really decide what to do. So I'm going to go in with Carbon, which is the darkest shade of the palette, and I'm just going to stamp this on the outer corner in the outer V in like a wing shape, just to give me some shape. And I will go back in and blend this. I just want to get the shape. And I'm just taking a like pinched blending brush similar to like a 217. This is my 217, and just blending that out. Just dipping back into the brown, blending it out. And I have like gone outside the lines a little bit over here, but I'll clean it up with a makeup wipe in a second. Actually, I might do that now while it's... That's better. So just having a little bit of glitter glue on my fingers, and I'm just going to dab that on my lid. Just want to see how these shimmers perform with a glitter base underneath. I'm going to take the colour Quantum all over my lid, and then I'm going to place infrared on the centre of my eye. And I'm just going to grab a bit of a fluffier brush. I found that to be the best way to apply them if they are on a bit of a fluffier brush. So just taking Quantum, and I'm just going to press this on the inner and the outer. I'm going to try and leave the centre area because I just want the red to have more of an impact. Now, this could be like a really nice colour for just like every day. Like it, compared to the other colours that we've used, it's not like really bam in your face, but it is a very pretty colour to use for every day. And then I'm just taking the colour Infrared, which is the red colour, and placing that on the centre. And just blending it into the pink and blending it into the crease. I'm just going to dip back into that pinky colour Quantum and just run it along this edge here where it meets the red, and this one. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but anyway, I just wanted to do something a little bit different because I've seen a lot of looks that people have done using this palette, and they're all pretty similar in terms of like red all over the lid and the browns in the crease. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Dipping back in with my MAC 217, and I'm going to go into Y2K, which is the lighter of the browns. Just run that along this edge here just to blend the browns into the pink, and just in the inner corner just to neaten this up. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to finish off my base, and then I'll come back and finish the rest of the look with you all. I've done my base, and I'm just going to do my lower lash line and then chuck on some mascara. So I think for my lower lash line, I'm going to take Y2K, which is the lighter of the two browns, and run that about halfway, probably to about here, and then I'm going to run the red and then pop the silver on the inner corner. I might just chuck a little bit of the Carbon, which is the darkest brown, just on this very outer corner, just to connect it to the top, and then I'll switch across to Y2K. I really like the names of the shadows in this palette. It's very in keeping with the theme. I like how like committed to the theme they went. And then into Y2K. And then into Infrared. I'm just going to do some black liner top and bottom. And then I'm just going to grab a pencil brush and go in with that silver, which is Plasma, on the inner corner. Just throwing on some mascara on my top and bottom lashes. So this is the final look. So my first impression thoughts on the Futurism II Cyber Bronze palette. I think this is a good little palette, but I don't think you need it. I don't think that this palette is as amazing and mind-blowing as the other two. I think this is a pretty basic color scheme, and I think in terms of the browns, so from here down, I think most people would have them. Same with this pinky rosy color, this shimmer color here. I think a lot of people would have that as well. And then the silver and the red, I think you could probably get them as an individual for a cheaper price if that's the reason why you're wanting this palette, because of the silver and the red. I think you could easily get them in a single without having to pay the $24 price tag for this one palette. I like this like mustardy brown color here. I think that was a really pleasantly surprising color for me. These two browns are pretty basic browns. The silver is beautiful. It's like really impactful. It's really pigmented. It's really silver, like it's really shiny silver. It's a really nice silver. The red, I mean, I think I have a better red in my collection. The one that I already have in singles is a really bright, pigmented, intense, shimmery red, whereas this one, the tone is a bit more on the darker side rather than a really true red. This one here is a beautiful color, but I don't think it's a new one in my collection. I could probably definitely find that color a few times over in my collection. So I think if you are drawn to these colors, if it's the type of colors that you would normally wear on a daily basis, I think you would definitely enjoy this palette. It is a really beautiful formula, these palettes from Kaleidos Makeup, but I don't think you need it. I think you probably already have most of these colors in your collection if you have quite an extensive collection like I do. So I don't think this would be bringing anything new to your collection, but it is a beautiful formula. They are beautiful colors, but I think that out of all of them, this is probably the one that you could pass on just purely for the color scheme. They are beautiful formula, beautiful colors, but I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, this palette. Compared to the other two palettes, I just think this one is probably my least favorite. And in terms of the pairings of the colors, I don't think that these all pair all that well together. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I don't think this mustardy brown here really pairs the best with these three shimmers. I mean, probably it would definitely work with the silver, but in terms of how it works with the red and the pinky color, not my personal preference. And then same with these two. I mean, they work, but probably not the way that I would want them to work with. This red actually would be one that I would really like to pair with a black, but the black is not in this palette. So yeah, I think the silver is a beautiful color. I think all the colors are beautiful individually, but this color scheme in this 6 pan is probably not how I would have personally paired them together. So that's my first impression thoughts on the Futurism II palette from Kaleidos Makeup. Let me know down in the comments box if you have this palette and if you are enjoying it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also, if you are new around here and you want to keep up to date on all my reviews and all my first impressions and all the other videos that I release on a regular basis, I hope you would consider subscribing down below so you can get notified when those videos go live. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.